Oh, hey everybody. How is everybody doing? Happy Mother's Day to everybody. This is BBQ Chicken here. It is week 5 of Season 5 Major League Tag Pro. We have got a fun game for you tonight. It's going to be the Rektiles against the Pop 'em Block 'em Probots. I'm really excited for this one. With me is D. Really glad to have him back. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. This is looking to be a great matchup here. Rektiles looking really strong, and Pop 'em Block 'em Probots are really coming back to put a better end to this, put a better fight for the second half of the season here.
Yeah, the Probots in the playoff hunt have a pretty good record. Not awful, but not great. Rektiles, meanwhile, with a nice opening with the Ghostbusters losing last week on Tag Pro TV, in position to start challenging for first place in the Blue Division.
Yeah, they really are a talented team, you know, with Lizard Wizard as a freshman captain. I think he's doing something right with this team right here, and they're only going to put up a good showing, especially on Danger Zone. Lizard Wizard's just going to go nuts here.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. By the way, sorry about the sound quality, guys. I surprised my mom. I came back and visited, so I'm back home, but I don't have my whole setup here. So this is just my computer's mic. Hopefully it's okay. We'll have the whole setup back and running next week, where we already have the games for you, actually, while we're waiting for this. The games are now already up, going to be up a week in advance for the stream schedules. And so you can see we have 2 games next week. Tentatively, we are streaming the Cap Conquistadors. Who are they playing? Let me see here. Yeah, I'm sorry, we are waiting for the group here. We are almost ready. I think we're waiting, Sidewalks here, for the Pop 'em Block 'em Probots, so we're just waiting for their last member here. We should be ready to go.
Yeah,
Is he playing?
Right now. Well,
he's
no
here.
one else is joining. Yeah.
So hopefully he can get in, and we'll be ready to go. Yeah, if you go to the Season 5 stats board from the subreddit, you can see the stream schedules, and they're now going to be a week in advance or so. And we're trying to coordinate these a little bit better. I think there's 3 games going on right now. It's kind of ridiculous. We're all streaming over each other right now. Yeah, so next week everything is already in. And, yeah, we are going to be doing Cap Conquistadors against All Caps, and then the Tile Blazers versus Tears for Spheres next week, which will also be good. But right now, we have our business at hand. The Rektiles against the Probots. Adi, why don't you give the rundown on these 2 teams?
Right, so the Rektiles are playing Lizard Wizard, Fez, Ball, and Lipsy, which is basically the team they've been playing every half I can remember. It's working for them, so they don't really have much of a reason to change their lineup. Other teams who are doing well, you know, like Cap Conquistadors or Ghostbusters, they're playing other people and doing well, but it looks like Rektiles are going to keep it classic here. Right now we have Pow, Raven, and Sidewalk in the blue team in the group. We're thinking they might play Buckyball for the 4th spot, but no one's in that spot yet, so that's why we haven't started yet. But it's looking like 2 great teams coming here and going to play on a great map, one of my favorite maps, and it's going to be a really interesting match here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. The Rektiles are a really dynamic team. And there's, Lipsy and Lizard Wizard really good together, but there are a couple of good defenders on the Probots. Raven coming out nicely this year. And Sidewalk, always a good veteran. I actually played with him on his first Major League team, Lag Prone in Season 2, so he's very experienced and knows how to do this. I think the Probots have a chance to at least take a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't call anything too early here. You can look at the standings. Obviously, the Rektiles are in better standing than the Probots, but the Probots have been playing better recently in the last 2 weeks. And Rektiles are coming off of their losses are more recent. So I'm thinking it could be pretty even here.
Yeah, I think we'll be doing pretty well, potentially, as we are about ready to get into the game here. You know what I see? Okay, Danger Zone, someone pointed this out last week. not last week, a little while ago. That danger zone looks like a bunny rabbit.
It's a bunny. I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah. It was mentioned on Nkoba's stream too. It does look like a bunny. It's. I'm interested to know why it's actually named Danger Zone in the first place.
I don't know, because Archer.
Maybe, but maybe because the center has this zone where if you go in the middle, then you can use the buttons to hit the bomb, and you can also which will hit the person into the spikes, like where Buckyball is right now. And there's also the boost there, so an offensive player going through the middle is not exactly safe. You know, it's one of those maps where going top or bottom might be the better option.
Yeah, for sure. As we follow Lipsy and Raven here, Lipsy's been holding for a nice start. Whoa! Accidentally hit the spikes there, did Lipsy. That wasn't quite what you normally see from him. It's Buckyball grabs now for the Probots coming in. We do have the pop, and Buckyball, if he can get a block, he's got this cap. It is in, and it is 1-0 in favor of the Pop'em Block'em Probots. One of my favorite names to say in all Major League Tag Pro.
That was definitely a blunder by the Rektiles on the offensive-defense standpoint. I think they definitely, if they played it correctly, they had a chance to get in front of him and at least delay the cap for more people to come in and tag him, right? But Not Some Ball boosted a little too overzealously and found himself out of position by the time Buckyball came in. He just walked in. There was no one blocking. He was hit by himself, and he just got the cap.
Now Fez, we see finally getting cornered here, and Sidewalk will make the counter grab. As we have lots of grabs going on, lots of action. This is definitely a map where good offense is rewarded. Although defense is pretty strong. I actually remember having concern about defense when this first came up. Such a tight base. But you can make some pretty good moves in the center of the map. Try and get around everybody to get into the base.
Yeah, when it comes to offense versus defense, whether this map is an offensive map or a defensive map, I honestly think it's pretty even, because when the flag is on the staff, or like when it's still in base, it is not easy to grab. There's the gates, it's a tight space, and when you grab it, you have to be pretty creative or pretty lucky to get out in the first place. But after getting out, it's really easy to just hold it for a long time, get really creative with boosts, bombs, everything, and get the cap, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. And so we've seen pretty much two flag carriers constantly throughout this first half, but Buckyball, he almost got a Not Some Ball with a great grab here, and now he might actually get this counter cap. There's a rolling bomb available if he wants it. Sidewalk cuts him off, though. Nice little stretch of action here.
Right. Hey, I'm going to be right back, just so you know. So, that's the issue. Okay.
Alright, cool. So it's going to be just me for now. We have Lipsy chilling here in those gates. Kind of dangerous. Speaking of the danger zone, lots of good grabbing and holding we've seen right now. When we have that offensive talent in this game, Lipsy looking like he has a chance at it, although Buckyball gets a good counter grab with the rolling bomb. And manages to get away out to the top as Lipsy tries to do some work in the corner. We have Buckyball now almost getting cornered by Not Some Ball. Lipsy, he has a chance to make something happen. He has people in base. He can get around Raven, maybe make Raven doing a really good job containing here as my A key stops working.
Yeah, so
very strangely.
What did I miss? Anything?
Just some good contain from Raven on Lipsy. But otherwise, lots of grabbing and running, like we've seen pretty much this whole game. Nice knife from the Lizard Wizard as Lipsy tries to get around now. Buckyball with a grab out on the edge there, and he's going to get a free grab.
This map is definitely all about the re-grabs, right? So,
oh no! Not Some Ball! Very nice offensive defense. Similar to what we were seeing last week with, who was it last week making us, no, I can't remember who it was last week. Making some really good offensive defense. But Lizard Wizard's doing some good moves here. Holy crap. Around Pow and Buckyball, not letting him get him.
I'm worried for Pop and Block and Probots whenever Lizard Wizard is holding the flag, because he's going to be holding it for a long time.
Yeah, he's definitely good, and some nice blocks here.
Yeah, see, that was it. Lizard Wizard was just juking around two people for good 30 seconds and just got the cap eventually. He's almost impossible to catch. His jukes are so prime, you know?
Oh yeah, he's got a really good sense of when to go for the base too. He's not impatient Yeah, that good combination of intelligence and really good jukes.
Yeah, someone like Lizard Wizard, who's creative and great with his jukes, is definitely someone to be feared on this kind of map. There's so many different things you can do and get away with that it's just tough to play against as a defender.
Yeah, Lizard Wizard, he's creative too, and there's a lot of room. There's so many angles on this map to boost through.
Yeah, a lot of unknown angles, a lot of known angles, and that'll definitely change the metagame and how you predict what someone will do. It's always nice to know something that the other person doesn't, but it can also work to your advantage, your disadvantage, because if you go for a boost that you haven't practiced a lot, then it opens you up for things like mistakes, and that can just change the pace of a game immediately.
Yeah, Buckyball's showing some nice moves of his own, though. Getting around Pheasant, not Sunball, splitting them very nicely done here. And Buckyball has a chance now. We need some blocks. I don't know if he should be coming into the base right now, but Pow doing a nice job clearing it out. If they can get Not Sunball quickly, it's a cap. Buckyball looks like he might have to get out of there. Finally gets cornered. We have Not Sunball coming in. Raven with a nice counter grab to keep from the Rektiles from scoring.
Hey, I'll be right back just one more time. I'm sorry.
It's alright, it's alright. You got your own team. Sum of all spheres beckons. Lizard Wizard once again, unfortunately, Buckyball able to get him in the open field. Not an easy task. As we see a really widespread action here. This is tough to capture everything. Still get in motion. We do have Lipsy coming in. He might be looking for the cap, or Raven, who is getting pursued right now by a couple of different Rektiles. Both somewhat in the clear. I think a bomb got him through there. Not sure what boosted him. We do have Lipsy kind of contained on the right-hand side. Papao trying to come around, but Sidewalk doesn't follow. He's going to try and guard those boosts and get the snipe. Don't know if it's going to happen. Lipsy's too smart for that. We also have Buckyball chilling in the Rektiles base, trying to make something happen, but Not Sunball and Fez. Oh, nice button there. Nice button, I think it was Pow, and now Buckyball running right. Oh, he gets through. Very nicely done, although Lizard Wizard is there again for the counter grab. The counterplay has been fantastic in this game. Not much opportunity for either team to cap. The defense has been away from home all game trying to get after these flag carriers. Lizard Wizard biffing the boost a little bit, but he does have a little bit of room to play. But once again, the counter grab comes from the Probots. They are not going to let the Rektiles get a lead, and they might be able to tie this up. However, oh, Pow! What just happened, Pow? You are a better player than that. Going straight into the spikes. I thought he might even be able to get the kiss, although Lipsy did have a bomb himself. We see Buckyball now. He's got a whole team of Probots coming with him. If they can get Lipsy, they do. There is no grab right now. Buckyball is going to be able to get this rolling bomb. If he can get Fez out of the way, he can. I think there's a counter grab coming from Lizard Wizard, though. As we center the screen and watch all this action, Buckyball, he's really trying to tie this up. He's got the rolling bomb still. It's about to wear out. Almost snipes Lizard Wizard, but he can't do it. Also kind of the risky play. We do all know about that bug with the rolling bomb and the flag. Sometimes can manifest itself. Pow, though, coming through the gate. There is only Lipsy to beat. He's ahead of everybody else, but Lipsy gets a good position on Buckyball. Nice offensive defense from him as Raven will chill here, grabbing this rolling bomb. Lipsy trying to get out. Oh, he's got Lizard Wizard with a nice tag pro. Trying to lead him out of the base, lead him to the promised land, and Pow gets to the button nicely. Raven puts a nice move on that Sunball, who gets a really great counter grab. Fantastic play from both of these teams. The action is back and forth as Raven gets taken care of. Not Sunball now has to deal with Buckyball. Both of these teams playing that skills that kills style. Always somebody waiting for the counter grab. There is going to be no train today. There is hardly a second to get that cap in if you aren't already in base. Buckyball trying to get him, but once again, Lizard Wizard staying right there. Both of these teams confident enough in their defense to chase, always leaving somebody in base, and it's working great for them. We have a really nice, tight game right now. Super enjoying this.
It's all about the offensive defense, looks like. Both teams just gonna be in the other person's base all over and just not gonna let a cap happen easily, especially with that button that activates the two gates. It's really hard to get in and capture when you have an opponent holding that button.
Yeah, again, and that button is so strong. One of the strongest buttons in rotation in terms of how much area it covers. Papao trying to come in once again, but Lizard Wizard, we've seen him get that counter grab all game long. Looks like it is going to be 2-1 for the start for this match in favor of the Rektiles. Still a close match as we go into the second half.
Yes, a very good and close match. That's what I was saying. I think I thought it was going to be pretty even, and I'm pretty accurate on that front. Most people would predict a huge blowout by the Rektiles because, you know, that's what they have tended to do this season, but it looks like it's going to run for a good one here.
Yeah, both teams were really disciplined, not letting the other team get a free cap. And I think we're going to really need to see... I don't know, Adi, what do you think about leaving somebody on defense if the other team is grabbing like that? How confident are you in chasing on this map to leave somebody to handle the counter grab?
It's really situational, but I have been considering that because right now the game is so dependent on those regrabs that it could really change the ebb and flow of the two teams by putting one person back and maybe taking one of the offensive players and have him play a position, I don't know, like midfield, where he would play defense when he needs to, and so then you would effectively have two defenders back. Right now, when you have two offense and two defense, it's like kind of tough because the map is pretty large and it's easy to get these regrabs that it might be effective to have one person who's chasing and then one person from the offensive two people to chase also, pretty much like a defensive player. It could change a lot.
Yeah, for sure. We did. We are waiting on Lizard Wizard. Not quite sure what's happening yet. Are they subbing in Warp to play, or is he just chilling?
I don't know. Something is going on here. It's boosting our ratings.
What?
The Bob 18 is kidding about how warping in the group chat while the game is going on will boost our ratings. It's all about the ratings, you know?
Alright, cool. So we are getting into the second half. It is 2-1 for the Rektiles. Definitely very close. We could see this swing in a heartbeat. This is by no means over. As we get into Danger Zone right here. We are playing on Pi, by the way, in case anybody is wondering. I believe these are both Pi teams. So looking at these power-ups...
I was about to say, it looks like we have 5 juke
juices on the board right now. That's interesting. What's the chance of that? What's 3 to the 5th? It's a pretty big number.
Yeah, I'm not about to calculate that right now. Someone in the chat tell us right here.
Someone in chat has a calculator. Give us 1 over 3 to the 5th. We do have Lizard Wizard getting out, though. If he can get to those boosts ahead of everybody. By the way, the blue Rektiles uniforms, my favorite jerseys in, I think, all of Major League Tag Pro. Once again, Cam doing a great job. I love his work with these. I can never thank him enough for helping out with these jerseys. So always thank your friendly neighborhood artists helping our content creators make awesome content for Tag Pro. Oh, I almost got through that button. That was pretty cool coordination there, even if it didn't work.
I was about to say, holy shit, because that game was red for like 9 seconds in a row, and then for one split second it was blue, and Lipsy just went for it. I think that's just really good situational awareness. He knew, he was watching the two people battle over that button, and realized that it was about to turn blue, and he went for it, but just got a little unlucky.
Yeah, now we do have Lizard Wizard grabbing another Juke Juice here that's been sitting, I think, the whole time. So he's in pretty good situation. Buckyball, meanwhile, has 3 Rektiles around him. And oh no! Lizard Wizard almost cost his team a cap going into the spike. Those unpredictable boosts on this map can sometimes be killers.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. If you're trying to go for something pretty risky, pretty unproven, that can tend to happen. And he did choose the wrong moment to go for that kind of thing. But it worked out.
Some nice blocks for Fez and Subball, just giving Lipsy enough space. Really nice cap for him, too, just getting the corner of that hitbox.
Oh, let's see if he can pull this off. Oh, no.
Good job from Raven on the offensive defense there. So things pretty much evening out now. We should have power-ups spawning soon, as both of these teams have been fairly on point. We actually see Lizard Wizard and Lipsy getting both of the outside power-ups. Are they just going to be able to take that? Although Probots right now, 2 tag pros, nice job from them. Lizard Wizard does have a rolling bomb coming around. Buckyball is coming through the bottom, though. He's got a decent chance with some blocks. Oh, he doesn't have blocks. In fact, Lipsy and Lizard Wizard were setting blocks. I got turned around. Some nice patience on the grabs there. Lizard Wizard now, he has a Raven to contend with. He's going to probably get right on out of there. He doesn't want anything to do with that.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier with the whole holding the gate of the other person's base. That worked out really well for the Pop and Block and Probots right there when Raven was holding that gate. And he even did something a little bit fancy. He got off the button for just a second and baited one of the opponents to boost into the gate. And that just works really well. Those gates are just so powerful, you know?
Oh yeah, those gates are... I actually hated them when they first came out. I thought they were stupid and you couldn't defend. But obviously defense very possible here if you are playing the right style. And Lizard Wizard is going to get a nice cap. The Probots actually caught out of position. I think that's the first time we've seen a team totally out of position in this whole match. But it is going to be now 3-1 in favor of the Rektiles in this first match. Looking like they might be able to take that first match victory. Lipsy doing some fun work, but Sidewalk not about to get caught off by those moves. And Buckyball, look at the bomb wasn't there for the super cool cap, but he did get the cap. And that's my favorite cap, actually, I think, in all the maps. When those bombs are active, you do that boost up, bomb in, get the cap super fast.
Yeah, it's one of those things like I'm just impressed with the map maker when you think of something like that. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but if you do it with only one bomb there, it won't work. Like, both of the bombs contribute exactly the right amount of forces to guide your ball into the flag, you know?
Yeah, Bad, I think, definitely one of the top map makers around. He's made a couple of really good ones. Reactor also a very good one.
Right.
I would say Bad's one of the top ones up there with David Stern as well.
Yeah, I would say Bad and David Stern make some of the most fun maps. Ricochet and Velocity and Blastoff, actually, I'm not sure if Blastoff was made by either of those two, but they definitely have a penchant for making great maps, and I hope they keep it up.
Yeah, me too. They're making some of the best ones around, in my opinion. We do... Back to this game, though, we do have Lizard Wizard and Buckyball both... Oh, no, the unfortunate for,
looks like a
for Buckyball there, and Lizard Wizard's going to get that cap. Back to a 3-cap cushion. Only about 5 minutes left for the Probots to do something about it.
That was the strength of the gate right there. Fez was just holding that button down, and there's nothing a chaser can do when that gate is up, and you just can't go through it. And if there's boost right there, just makes it a really easy job for someone holding the flag if their teammate.
And Lizard Wizard getting rid of the boost too. A little bit of a style cap. I'll give that one some flare points. So now that snipe from Fez.
Okay,
I do like that. They're playing now.
I probably have never seen that boost and that angle used before. Like, people will always use those boosts to boost down, you know, or top on the other side of the map. But he just used just the top one because he knew he only had the angle with the top boost. And, you know, Fez is one of the top defenders in the league, and I think that showed right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Someone joining the group now. Not sure what that's all about. Whatever. Looks like a Twitch chat has joined the group because it's rioting.
Right.
We have some dongers in this game. Lizard Wizard with that cheeky bomb. Trying to do some work on Raven. We'll see if he can do it. He's got a gate. Fez doing some good positioning, but a good grab from Papow to keep Lizard Wizard. And Papow now has some room, but Lipsy not to be caught out of position. Patiently waiting on the gate. Nice job from him.
See, that was probably an example of where having one defender stay back would have worked. Lipsy being there for the regrab allows Liz to get creative with and be risky. Oh,
he missed it! He missed the super boost in. That's unfortunate. I don't know if I've ever seen that boost not work.
Yeah, but there's some ways you can hit the improper angle and just takes you just slightly away, you know?
Yeah, well, we just saw that from Buckyball, unfortunately, and that's not the right time for the Probots. They need caps and they need them fast.
Yep.
And Lipsy is not just hiding in a corner, he's going to get a free juke juice too. There's nobody even near him for the Probots. He can just chill in open space. The Raven might get the snipe, can't quite do it like Fez did though. Lipsy on top of it. Meanwhile, Buckyball's under a lot of action right now.
Did you? I don't know if you noticed, but something really interesting was going on there in the red base. We had one defender with a tag row, which was Sidewalk, and Buckyball with the flag. And Sidewalk, just by himself, was fending off 2 or 3 other Rektiles. And Buckyball had the luxury of just standing on the flag tile. And that's like a really great strategy. I've never seen that done before on this map. And the thing is, Lipsy was just far and away from any other Probots player and wouldn't get tagged soon, but it was about to be a great cap there.
Yeah, and we have a small situation for Lipsy. If they can get Papao, Fez looks like he can. Oh, a good, unfortunate boost rather from Not Sumball, taking Fez out of position and Pao able to get away. Not that the Rektiles need it right now. They're playing with cushion. That was
you saw that? You saw
I
that?
did see that boost through the middle.
Oh my god!
I have never seen that work before. I've seen it done vertically, but holy shit, that diagonal boost is perfect. That was awesome.
He went and grabbed the tag throw and then hit someone on the other side. Sidewalk should forever claim that he did that on purpose. I will not hold it against him.
We'll get that submitted to the top 5 plays of the week.
Yeah, by the way, I'm actually doing the commentating for the next week of that.
Nice.
I
wish I was recording my practice with Balcomedes. I juked our entire team from the corner back near where Sidewalk is right now and got in a cap. A counter cap. It was beautiful. I think I juked Chalksy like 5 separate times.
Yeah, actually, speaking of top 5 worthy plays in a Major League game, last game that happened, which was Ghost Boosters versus Capquistadors, Exile had like one of these amazing caps that would just jaw-dropping, just like that boost by Sidewalk here. Back to the game, though. That's happening.
Buckyball is in a nice, safe position, but Lizard Wizard has Fez in front of him. Sidewalk needs to get him from behind. But unfortunately, Lizard Wizard backs into the corner. Really nice positional awareness by him. And Buckyball is still totally alone, so this is all on Sidewalk. Where's the rest of the Probots? Why are they? I don't know what they're doing. But at this point, it's just on... There's no one's anywhere kind of near anybody. We do have Raven trying to take Lizard Wizard one-on-one. That's a very tough task.
Yeah. Lizard Wizard one-on-one just not going to happen anytime soon. And Sidewalk gets there,
Can we get a block on Raven? They can. It's going to be 5-1. And the Rektiles starting to blow out the Probots in this first match of their series.
Right. I think this is... You know, Probots definitely have it in them to at least take one half of the Rektiles, but in which they showed that in the first game. But right now, they're kind of falling apart, especially defensively, and that's just going to take them out.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where you really need to control how your team's morale is right now. It's so easy to get so bummed out and just, you know, everyone halfway checks out.
Oh,
nice job from Lipsy. But definitely want to make sure on the Probots side that they kind of put this behind him. It's a loss, and go into the next game.
Yep. You gotta minimize the negatives and maximize the positives. You gotta look at what you did well. Speaking of that, if we look at the scoreboard, Buckyball with 3 minutes and 18 seconds, that's definitely impressive. Lizard Wizard had more, and Lipsy with 4 minutes. See, that's the real difference here. Rektiles had almost 4 or 5 more minutes of hold time than the Probots, and the Probots really need to get that back on track, get the regrab cycles going, and get some more expedited returns.
They need to be able to control their own base, because they never really had it at all.
On this map, Lizard Wizard and Lipsy, I've had the pleasure of playing Lipsy before in a pug, and he just made me look silly too many times. I just don't want to even think about it. And that was on Star, so I can't imagine playing them on Danger Zone. It's just insanity.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if we need to switch servers right now. So we're trying to figure out if we're going to need to take a quick break to switch servers, or if we're just going to chill here on Pi. So I'm not sure. We're waiting. I don't know what Sidewalk's doing. Okay, so Sidewalk has lag on Pi right now, so we're going to be switching over to Origin. So we're going to be taking a quick break as we switch servers, and we will be back very shortly. Everyone remember, too, after we're done, Swing Network is going to have Some of All Spheres versus the KG Ballers. So when everyone is done watching here, make sure to check out that stream, because that is going to be a fantastic matchup. I know I'll be watching it. Alright, and it looks like we are going to be ready to go very shortly. All set up. We are just waiting on Pop and Block and Probots to confirm they are ready, and then we'll be going into game. Everybody's here, so I'm not quite sure what we're waiting on. So, Dean.
Yep.
What do Probots do differently to get this split over the Rektiles?
To me, I think it's all about hold time. You know, Lizard Wizard and Lipsy were putting up pretty stupid amounts of hold time. If you add them up, they were almost 9 minutes of a 10-minute half holding the flag. And when someone's holding the flag for that long, when a team is holding a flag for that long, they're just going to get caps. They're just going to happen naturally. There's no way it's going to not transpire. So the problem is that Pop and Block and Probots are letting the regrabs happen so easily, and they gotta do either one of two things. They gotta put one player by their own flag and keep them there, or be more aggressive offensively and have a player always on the regrab, because you can't get away with not doing either. The regrabs are going to force you to do one or the other, and they just didn't do one or the other in the second half of the last game, so that was the issue.
Yeah, I think they almost might want to take that risk we were talking about and leave a defender in base to defend the regrab, just so that they even have a chance to do something on offense. That button is, as you were talking about, just stupidly strong in this map.
Yeah, it not only does it cover a lot of squares, literally as the gate, it changes the game so much. Like, I remember our team, Summerwell Spheres, did a practice where Luke Moo, he wouldn't play the button for one whole half, and then he played a button for an entire half, and the difference was just incredible as a defensive player. And when it works that well for defense, it also works for offensive defense, and that really shows.
Yeah, and we did see Lizard Wizard getting the tag pro coming in, but JC Money, is JC Money the official guy for the Probots?
It looks like he's in right now. Oh, a Smurf. No, he has the green name, so...
Oh, he does have a green... Well, I mean, you can Smurf with the green name.
Yeah,
if you really want to.
It's true,
I've done it.
Oh. What? Who have you chosen to Smurf as?
I had a couple... Oh, Buckyball, by the way.
Wow, yeah.
Getting a nice early cap for the Probots. Last summer, I Smurfed quite often as the ball toss.
Oh, yeah. StarCraft references, you know?
It is a StarCraft reference. I'm glad you got that.
Right?
That is exactly what it is.
I think what the issue with there, I mean, not the issue, what happened there with Buckyball's cap was just simple bad positioning by the Rektiles. They had no offensive defense, really. It just happened that Buckyball could just walk in, and I think with the one cap they had in Game 1 Half 1, that was the issue with the Rektiles, and they really patched that up in the second half, and I expect to see more of that in this half.
Yeah, I think the Probots seem like they have a much better job. I mean, Sidewalk and Raven doing some decent no grab right now. I say that as they grab. JC Money coming in Superman mode, although it's not the best in the tight quarters in these bases, and he gets knocked out of position by the pop, and the Rektiles will tie it up.
Yeah,
I try to speak English.
That was a really that happened again. I think the same thing happened there. It was just great blocking and great defensive intelligence there. Fez sacrificed himself to get himself off the button, and in the end it didn't even really matter because Lizard Wizard chose to take a different route, but it freed him up that option, which is really what's important.
Yeah, it gave them that availability, and JC Money unfortunately unable to hold with the tag for nice snipe from Lipsy.
Yeah, that was impressive. He waited on it and made sure it was going to work, and then took it.
And from Buckyball too.
Yeah.
We do have a tag pro in the middle. JC Money going to take it without a smite, without a boost. I can talk today.
That's kind of the opus of an offensive player. You just have to be really clutch on defense when your team needs you. It's kind of a difficult job. That's why, you see the gasp always tending towards offensive players because they're playing defense no matter what. And defensive players don't really play as much offense, So
yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought about that.
Lipsy and Buckyball, they got great returns there because they had the opportunity as an offensive defensive player.
And some nice job from Probots, everybody getting in position. And Sidewalk's even going to get back in time, so Lipsy's not going to get the regrab. Probots playing much better in that situation, slowing down the Rektiles a little bit, and making sure to be able to keep up with them.
Yeah, they're doing
As Lizard Wizard makes a great grab.
Right. See, that was
Holy crap.
Lipsy on the button there was really the thing. Look at that, another button. Both buttons on the map are being taken by Rectile players at the same time, and that's just going to lead to caps for the Rectiles. No two ways about it.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you said there. Not Sunball's Tag Pro also helping out as well. We do see a Tag Pro down at the bottom. I've noticed those outside power-ups, for whatever reason, are much harder to keep track of than power-ups on other maps. I don't know why.
They're really out of the way, you know?
Yeah.
Even the best Major League teams will concede to the fact that they will lose track of them. Swingman, I think, has a really good philosophy about this. He'll just know that some power-ups are bound to be lost track of, and he'll think, oh, he wrote this in a guide somewhere on Reddit. Just, you know, keep it 30 seconds and just, you know, what is it? What's that big...
What's the what? You looking for it right now? Well, anyways, while Adi's trying to find this thing from Swingman, we'll keep an eye on all the action on both sides as we kind of go and watch some players play some defense and offense. I like kind of going in close, old school streaming style. Watch what's going on. Lizard Wizard trying to do some nice work. I love watching him poke. He's a really creative offensive player trying to get these grabs, although it looks like it's going to be JC Money getting out. See what the Rektiles can do with him, or if the Probots can tie up this match. There's still plenty of time to try and get this split going, try and get at least win this half. Now, there is some good blocking if they can get Lizard Wizard, but unfortunately Raven out of position just a second. Lizard Wizard already able to take advantage of it, and that is just nasty. Lizard Wizard always on point, and JC Money's forced to retreat. So where's D right now?
Yeah, I'm back. Did I cut out? That's my bad.
Yes, you did.
My bad. I think it was an internet issue. My game started lagging out and everything, but I'm back right now, so.
Alright, cool. Well, hopefully your internet is back plugged in, and
Yeah.
you unplugged it and blew on it, and then now it's good.
Yep, like an
Right, that's how internet works.
Right?
Yeah. I'm totally right about that. I saw it on South Park. So Buckyball right now has a whole, like, compadre of, not compadre, a whole company of people accompanying. Wordsmith, BBQ Chicken. The Shakespeare of our age. That's who I am. He had a bunch of teammates blocking for him, but it didn't work. Lizard Wizard, however, does have Lipsy and not Sunball on base, but there's a lot of Probots trying to come in. He's going to be able to get the rebound. He's coming around the back corner, but Sidewalk, nice, able to stay in control with that block. Buckyball with a nice snipe, and we are back to being stable as we have our outside power-up spawning. There's a Tag Pro. That's going to be really important, and I think Lizard Wizard saw it. That's going to be a really nice pickup for the Rektiles. Try and get this one-cap cushion up to 2 and really make something nice out of it. We do have Lipsy with a good grab, although Buckyball and JC Money doing a good job getting out in front. Lizard Wizard sacrificing himself, though, to get that Tag Pro. Lipsy really clutch going through. We might have this. There's some blocks. They're fighting for position. We have Nuts and Ball and Fez. They have the block on Raven. And it is going to be a 4-2 lead for the Rektiles. Really nice job on that offense. But the Raven trying to counter cap. He cannot do it, though. Lipsy with a great snipe across base. And I think Adi continuing to have connection problems. I'm going to keep doing this, though. All of a sudden, we have people going back and forth. JC Money using the wall, but Lizard Wizard with that offensive defense. Holy crap, the offensive defense for the Rektiles has been absolutely fantastic. First rate. You can see why they are doing so well in I think, the blue division right now, and up near the top with the Goose Boosters. Ghost Boosters. That's really hard for me to say for some reason. Ghost Boosters. Lizard Wizard now coming in. He does have Fez with a Tag Pro. JC Money trying to get the grab. He can't. And just like that, it was close. The Probots were almost able to tie it up, and just like that, it is going to be 5-2, and the Rektiles only 2 minutes left, and Lipsy coming in with it. Rolling Bomb, not going to work. The Sidewalk might have had a chance, but unfortunately, Lizard Wizard right able with a counter grab like he has been this whole match. Rektiles starting to show that they might be just one step ahead of the Probots in terms of what tier they are of talent. Bob 18, a little unfortunate. It's alright, buddy. You'll get him next time. Lizard Wizard doing some fun boosts. We'll zoom out. We're gonna make this super zoom in. I love doing that. Move on with a nice split. I do enjoy that indeed from Lizard Wizard, as Raven is pretty much alone. We're gonna focus on Lizard Wizard. Oh, just can't quite get it. Sidewalk with some nice offensive defense. We do have our in-base tag pro spawning now for Sidewalk, trying to, I think, just conserve it for the right moment. Really basic play for new guys who are watching. That's always really nice to conserve your power-ups until you need them. A nice, this sort of patient, intelligent play as JC Money might be able to come in, and he... And I think that's just been the story of the Probots right now, just unable to quite get everything working right. The gear is not quite running smoothly today, as we do have Fez now just running around Flag Pro. I love how Fez still has his Easter Bunny ears. I actually really love that. Fez is one of my favorite people in Tag Pro. Really awesome guy. Raven now coming back around. Has some Rektiles on his back, trying to surround him. He's gonna get that boost. He misses the button. It's alright though, because Lipsy was waiting for that counter grab. Once again, just the control, the map control for the Rektiles has been absolutely impeccable this whole game. I really have not too much to say bad about them. I mean, there's going to be some mix-ups here and there on this map, but Rektiles playing some solid fundamental tag pro, and just playing better than the Probots right now. And I think there's not much else to say. The Probots are going to have a pretty Herculean effort to come back from this. It looks like it's going to be 5-2. We are not going to get any extra caps, and the Rektiles take a really commanding lead in this second match. And hopefully we'll be able to get Adi back. I do enjoy casting with him. Looking at our stats here, once again we have 5 minutes of hold in between Lizard Wizard and Lipsy. Just putting on an offensive clinic this game. I'm really impressed at watching them. It's really fun to watch them play so well. Is that Adi trying to get back? Let me see what's going on here. No, he's just gone. I think he just disconnected, so that's unfortunate. We are not going to be able to have a co-caster. Let me see who's around. Maybe I can just grab someone up. This will be fun. I do not know. We are just waiting for everybody to be ready here. I think we are just about ready to go. This last half of the Rektiles versus the Probots. Rektiles trying to finish off this 2-0. Fantastic performance by the Rektiles. And then not a fantastic performance by Adi's internet connection. Which is a little unfortunate. But we will be getting here soon. Sidewalk waiting for something. I think he's been having some lag issues this whole game. Not one to complain though is Sidewalk. He's a good guy, always doing well. And I don't know. I want to say the Probots have a chance, but I'm looking over at their team here, and the offensive playmaker just isn't quite there. Like, I don't see somebody who can hold with Lizard Wizard and Lipsy and sort of, you know, keep the contain. We have someone moving out. I think we might have a substitution for the Probots. Trying to figure out if they're going to move somebody in, get somebody some experience for this game. I'm actually not quite sure what's going on right now. Sorry about the dead air, guys. I can't really do much about it. I haven't seen much of an explanation from Sidewalk. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're all hearts and smiles now. I think we're just about ready to get into this last game. This very last half of the Rektiles versus the Pop and Block and Probots Major League Tag Pro Season 5, Week 5. Last half coming up for you on Tag Pro TV. Once again, I'll remind you, we do have 2 games next week. We have the Cap Conquistadors against All Caps, and we do have... God, now I forgot again. I don't know. We've got 2 games for you next week, and they should be starting at 6 o'clock or 6:15 Pacific time, just like tonight. So hopefully you guys will tune in for the coverage next week. I will be back with my my microphone, and we're gonna have a lot of shiny new, some cool content coming up. I don't want to spoil it, but it's gonna be really awesome.
2, 1.
Oh. That's my fault. I was too worried about what's going on in the group as we start getting this thing rolling. Alright, sorry about that. So we'll get out to the full map here and see what's going on. Buckyball almost sniped by Lipsy. Nice job contained by them. Lizard Wizard, unfortunately for him, has JC Money staying right there for the counter cap, and Not Some Ball is right on his tail. But we now have the entire Probots team sitting behind Lizard Wizard. He just can't quite get Popball, now they got him. And Buckyball has some blockers. Is there anyone in front? Lipsy's trying to get the button. Buckyball's going around the wall, but Lipsy getting around the block of JC Money. Very nicely done by Lipsy. But Fez, oh no, and the bomb button is the end for Fez. He looks like he might have had a free cap there, but Lizard Wizard doing a nice job too. We'll see what he does. He has the boost in, he gets the cap. Buckyball can't get there in time. It is 1-0 for the Rektiles. They extend their lead to 6-2 in this game. 8.5 minutes or so left in this game, as we do have the last power-up right there. A Juke Juice in the bottom, a couple tag pros, 1 for each team. And it looks like we are going to stabilize, at least for now, although Lizard Wizard, he's coming in with a vengeance and trying to get to him. And only 1 defender right now for the Probots. Sidewall coming back. I hope they're not going 1 defense. Buckyball trying to get around Fez and Not Some Ball. He's contained fairly well. Nice use of the button, though, but Not Some Ball able to get there in time. Do have some nice action coming on Lizard Wizard. Boosting out, but those bombs held him up, and now Sidewalk is right on his tail. Can they get the contain? No, he can't. Some nice jukes from Lizard Wizard, using that terrain very effectively, getting through the gate. He's got some blocks, and I believe that is his 2nd cap right now for Lizard Wizard, playing absolutely fantastic. JC Money coming in for the counter cap, but we already have a grab from Lipsy. Same story as we have seen the entire time. The Rektiles just absolutely in control of the Probots base. They cannot keep them from grabbing. Lipsy, he's got Superman mode right now. He's coming for Buckyball with a vengeance. This isn't going to be kissing cousins. This is going to be cousins. One of them's killing each other. But Lipsy backing out wisely, knowing the timing of his own power-up. And Fez stealing that rolling bomb from Buckyball. Very nicely done by him. Good awareness of the power-ups. I mean, the Rektiles, they're just playing such solid tag pro right now. I can't even say anything bad about them. Like, they're just playing excellently on all phases of the game. Lipsy, well, he can't quite get around Ron Burgundy, but Lizard Wizard, look at this, he's right here. He's right here. He's already got the cap. He's staying patient. We're just going to follow Lizard Wizard for a second and watch what he does, see what he sees. He is putting on an absolute clinic right now. It sounds like the Rektiles defense are also putting on a clinic. Ron Burgundy backing out Lizard Wizard, though, and that's going to be the end of him, at least for now. As we stabilize and everyone goes for power-ups, trying to get back to this nice position. We'll follow this offense here from Lipsy, trying to get the boost around. Ron Burgundy cutting him off very nicely. Lizard Wizard, though, gets this grab, and he is in front of everybody. He has had some fantastic grabs this day. Really grabbing the correct way. You can grab, but then you can grab and putting yourself in a good position, and Lizard Wizard has been doing that all day long. Just really, I keep using this. I can't call it anything else but a clinic. This is just very, very nice tag pro from the Rektiles, keeping the power-up control fairly well. Although right now we do have a rolling bomb and a tag pro for the Probots to see if they can do something with it. Oh, not some ball. Very nice job defusing it and getting the pop on the rebound. We do have a grab here from Lizard Wizard. Gets around Rock. Burgundy, is he going to be able to boost around Buckyball? He can't. Buckyball is in position, but he does have some blocks from Fez and not Sunball. He is going around, and that is the third cab. A hat trick for Lizard Wizard. Absolutely on fire today is Lizard Wizard. He says, hey, Stalin, Wasatch Pro, don't forget about me. I can play a little offense, too, if you guys haven't heard. Some nice moves now from Buckyball trying to go through. He's going to have a decent position, although not Sunball is going to be able to cut him off very nicely. Buckyball keeping some nice space around. There's space to run. There's sort of mini laps you can run in the center here. If you can, but some nice job from Lizard Wizard. I'm like a broken record, man. Lizard Wizard doing well. Nice job from Lizard Wizard. Lizard Wizard just playing amazing. God, Lizard Wizard. A man possessed. A lizard possessed right now. A Rektile possessed right now, you could say, is Lizard Wizard sidewalk with a cheeky button right now. I do like that. That is always fun to watch. I like little cheeky pops like that. Buckyball with a good counter cap, and we do see the Probots finally starting to play the counter cap game right now, but it's too little too late, I'm afraid. They have got right now an 8-2 deficit to try and take care of, and they only have 4.5 minutes to do it. I'm not sure if they can really get it done, to be honest. I mean, Buckyball, he's sitting here right now, he's contained by Lipsy, and as soon as he moves off the button, Lipsy takes care of it. Fez finally putting somebody up on the board for the Rektiles besides Lizard Wizard, and it is now 4-0 in this half, and 9-2. I think this match is pretty much over. It is locked, stocked, it is just done. It is done. Lizard Wizard, he's trying to put a little bit of salt on the wound, he can't. A little bit of PJ salt on the wound of, in the Probots right now. The Probots have been disassembled. The Rektiles took a magnet to them. They just took their CPU, ripped it out of them, and said, no, absolutely not. They installed a virus in the Pop and Block and I like that Pop and Sidewalk. That was cute. That's clever. Them cute pops. Cute. Adorable. Adorable from Sidewalk, really. That's what that was. He's saying, hey, I'm pretty good too. Sidewalk is a good player, by the way. Don't get me wrong here. The Probots have not been playing bad Tag Pro. By any means, they are not a bad team. They are just, they're against the next level of opponent right now in the Rektiles, and they are making sure to get their business done. They are letting the Probots know who the better team is right now, and Lizard Wizard, God, getting around in a tiny space, JC Money. Oh my God, Lizard Wizard, the jukes, absolutely fantastic. And it is now 5-0, 10 caps on the board in this match for the Rektiles. Going absolutely nuts on the Pop-'em, Block-'em Probots. I can say that correctly, I promise. Nice boost across for Lipsy, and they've been making a lot of use of those boosts across the map to always have that counter grab in place. JC Money does have a rolling bomb. He has a good angle for it. Let's see if he can use it. He does get around Lipsy, but unfortunately not Sunball with the snipe, and the Probots just cannot get anything done at all this whole match. I don't know. This has been really sad to see. I don't ever like seeing a blowout like this. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can call it much else except an absolute destruction of the Pop-'em, Block-'em Probots. God. I can say it, guys. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right next time. The Pop-'em, Block-'em Probots. Saying it 5 times fast. Lizard Wizard, hey, guess what? Lizard Wizard's got a cap. It's gonna be number 5 for him? 5 captures right now and only 12 grabs. And here's Lipsy coming in. He's got another one. I missed it. It's 7-0, and the Probots are officially falling apart. It's 12-2 in this match as Fez comes in with something else. He is just now bouncing around everywhere, getting that rolling bomb, looking for those power-ups, seeing what he can do with it, getting sidewalk even to the spikes even. Do they have blocks for him? No, not quite. The Buckyball says, no, you're not going to get number 8. Not yet anyways. Not yet. But Lizard Wizard, once again with a nice grab, he's going to get around, but Sidewalk using the bombs very nicely to get that cap, or to get that pop. And Lizard Wizard, you know, the Rektiles just snuffing out that fire. They're taking care of business. They're doing what they need. Next week, next up, that's what they're saying. They're saying, give us next week, give us week 6, Ghost Boosters, we're coming for you. I'm actually interested to see how the Ghost Boosters game went. I want to see if they drop the game again today, then it is going to be tied on top of their division after that just blazing start for the Ghost Boosters. The Rektiles roaring back into action. One of my favorite teams here in Major League Tag Pro, and one of my favorite jerseys, one of my favorite teams, one of the best teams. They are proving it today. Sidewalk trying to at least get something done with 30 seconds left in this match. Lizard Wizard spikes himself by accident. Are we going to get it? There's nobody there. We got Sidewalk. Hey, the Palpum Block'em Probots. They're on the board in this match. Even if it is way too little, way too late, Sidewalk does get that cap for them. Then they are not shut out at the very least. They have some amount of pride intact for the Palpum Block'em Probots. But the Fez might be able to come in now if he can make a move on JC Money. No, he's just going to leave. He's saying that's it. That's the end. It is 7-1 in this half. A final score of 12-3 for this match between the Rektiles and the Palpum Block'em Probots. I got it right that time. And with the lack of ID, I'm not going to do too much. If you guys do not know, although I have said it a couple times, I don't know how many people are left, but there's a great game going. The KG Ballers versus the Sum of All Spheres over there on Swing Network. So everybody go give Swingman some love. We are done here on Tag Pro TV. Until next week, everybody come back. There's going to be some cool shit. I've got a lot of videos. I've got voiceovers. I've got cool and fancy graphics. It's going to be really awesome next week. Check it all out. Until then, this is BBQ Chicken, reminding everybody to hold on to your balls. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.